Sweet Sister Sweet. Summer Sweet, 16-year-old regular pioneer from the El Sobrani congregation. We're happy to have you as a pioneer. It's your first year. Can you tell us, Sister Sweet, what qualities have you found to be especially useful to you?
Well, Brother Flowers, my first year of regular pioneering has been a great joy. After many months of auxiliary pioneering and adjusting my school schedule, I've been able to reach my regular pioneer hours smoothly. And mildness and patience is something I've had to use because in our territory, it is hard to find people at home.
Well, I can understand that. I've worked in your territory as well. We do need patience to find people, but you mentioned mildness too. Why do you say mildness?
Well, personally, I've had to deal with many different people at the doors. I've had doors slammed in my face, people argue and yell at me, and even try to preach to me.
That could be disturbing. Now, despite you have these reactions, what motivates you to continue out in the ministry?
Well, whenever I feel frustrated or like I need a break, I just think of the scripture in Matthew 24, verse 14, that says, "The good news of the kingdom will be preached in all the inhabited earth for a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come." So that motivates me because I want the new system to come, and I want to be part of that prophecy. So that reminds me to get out there and preach and use that mildness and patience so I can serve Jehovah more fully.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Sister Sweet. Next to Sister Sweet, we have Brother Derek Cervantes, 21-year-old regular pioneer and ministerial servant, and also by the congregation as well. Brother Cervantes, tell us, do you fear meeting other young people when you go out in the ministry?
Not at all, Brother Flowers, because I know that in the ministry I'm going to come across different situations at the door, but especially with young people, I actually look forward to it. I'm actually more optimistic and positive about it because just coming from a young person's perspective, I can relate to them, and what the truth has done for me, I can help them also.
Excellent. Now, tell us, what opposition have you faced in your ministry?
Well, I know with one particular call, their friends actually told me not to come back.
Friends of the return visit?
Yes. And originally, I had just placed a Bible teach with the young man, making very good progress. I was able to relate with him to a point on death because he actually lost a friend to gang violence. And so we were making very good progress in the book. One day, his friends were over. They asked me who I was, and I told them that I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses. They were explaining that they use the American English Bible, and that they believe that we changed the Bible. And I was trying to explain to them that it's a lot more simply worded, and all the Bibles basically say the same thing. But really, he was just trying to give me a hard time, try to rattle me, and that's when he told me he didn't want me coming back to his friend.
Did you listen? Did you stop coming?
Not at all. I still visit the friend, my return visit. He's still making very good progress, and just the mindset that helps me is that I'm in a life-saving work, being here in the ministry, and that the truth really does help people because Satan abuses them to the point where they have to act or think in a certain way in order to be accepted, but really the truth saves lives, and I'm grateful for Jehovah for being there so I can tell people about that.
Very good. Thank you so much for the sponsor. Now, Sister Leslie Barnes is a regular pioneer from the Hercules congregation. I think you've been pioneering, what, is it 20 years, Sister Barnes, is that correct?
This is my 20th year.
Okay, excellent. Now, how do you seek to apply the art of teaching in your ministry?
For Brother Flowers, I find that as Jehovah's Witnesses, we really never have to feel incompetent about opposition because we have two of the greatest teachers in the universe instructing us in this art of teaching. And they give us all of the tools that we need to do this work. It's like stated at 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 5. It's not that we ourselves are adequately qualified as if anything issues from us, but our being adequately qualified issues from Jehovah.
It's a good reminder. One other question, Sister Barnes. How do you keep your joy despite opposition?
Well, Jesus never let opposition stop him from staying focused on bearing witness to the good news of the truth, and neither shall we. He stayed focused on the big picture. Jesus was never concerned about what opponents thought of him, even when he knew that he needed to face a sacrificial death due to his opponents. He was concerned with the doing of his Father's will, and that has to be our attitude too.
Thank you so much. We thank all three of you for those comments. Now, perhaps if you